What's going on YouTube? It's that black dude, and I'm back with more news. So if you hadn't heard already, Trump has went ahead and called for a national emergency at the border due to the drugs, human trafficking, and just a bunch of illegals from all over the world coming through. Also the violence, if I didn't say that already. This is unscripted, this is just me talking, so bear with me. So after the Democrats gave him that funky little deal, they only gave him like 100-some billion for the border wall. I'm getting numbers mixed up. They gave him a lowball number for the wall, and gave him a buttload of money for a whole bunch of other stuff. And Trump's come out and said, I've got more money than I know what to do with. But it's for other things. But they lowballed me on the wall. As a matter of fact, I think all he needed was like $4 billion or whatever. So, they lowballed him on that, gave him a bunch of money for everything else. He didn't want to shut the government down, so he called a national emergency. Now, what's going to happen is that the wall is going to be built. They've already started building the wall. Actually, we have over 600 miles of wall already from previous administrations, and he's kind of filling in the gaps. As he said, they are not going to go through the port of entry with these human traffickers. They'll see people tied up or whatever. Once they look in there, and the traffickers will get arrested. So what ended up happening, they see the wall, they go around it, and they find the gap. They'll drive until they find the gap, and then get welcomed. Literally, they get welcomed into the United States. Now, with him filling in the gaps, less of that's going to happen. He explained how all across the world and locally, El Paso built the wall. How effective that is. There was like 2,400 murders on one side of the wall, and El Paso side had like 23 murders. So it stopped a whole bunch of that going on in El Paso. And the same thing can be effective at the border wall. Now, with Trump calling for the national emergency, he doesn't have to worry about pulling that funding from Mexico and using that to pay for the wall. He could, but also the $700-some billion that he got for the military. He said, if I need $3 billion from the military, which is a small amount, I mean, think about it. If we would have reduced the number to, let's just say, the $700 billion, let's just say $7 million or whatever like that. So it's a very small amount of money he's asking for. You got $700 and you got somebody asking for $3. You got pretend you got $700 in your pocket, all $1 bills. And someone says, hey, listen, I really need $3. You're not going to sit there and be like, good Lord, that's a lot of money. $3. What you going to do with that? You wouldn't do that. But the Democrats are. They're like, oh, that's a lot of money. And here's $700-some billion for the military, but we're not going to give you the $3 billion you need for the wall. So, he said, with it being a national emergency, he can pull funds from here, maybe funds from there. He talked to some of the generals who would allocate money for certain things, and those generals were like, hey, you know what, the wall is more important. So that's how he's going to go ahead and fund the wall. Now, how long would it take? I don't know, but now he's got more than enough money to go ahead and do this. And news outlets are outraged. Chuck and Nancy, they're outraged. They said this stuff was unconstitutional. Well, someone was talking the other day, and they said, well, if you read the Bible, They talk about heaven having gates, right? The pearly gates. Even heaven has gates. But it's a problem for America to put a wall up. Heaven has a barrier to keep stuff out, apparently. I don't know what, because I ain't there yet. And I guess once I go there, I won't be able to come back down and tell you, because we only live once. But heaven has a barrier to keep stuff out. You have to be invited into heaven. You have to be invited into the realm. But America, oh God, that's racist. This is horrible. He just don't want people coming here. As he said, he doesn't want the gang members and the drugs and the human traffickers coming here, causing crime. People bringing diseases and stuff from outside of the country. People who are not vetted coming inside of the country. And that can be a very dangerous thing. Now, he also made sure to tell the folks that, most likely we're going to get sued. Which he shouldn't, because this is a humanitarian crisis. Which is true. But he shouldn't. But he's going to probably get sued and lose through the smaller courts, and then eventually win in the Supreme Court. So it's getting done. He's building the wall. National emergency. Government is going to stay open. So, the people who are getting in certain benefits, like the first shutdown this year, when they shut it down, people who were on food stamps, they got their stamps in like the middle of January. The February stamps came in like the middle of February. The February stamps came in the middle of January. A lot of those people like already running out. Now, him avoiding the shutdown, that kind of helps out because I believe that was the FDA or whoever that is over the SNAP and stuff like that. They sent out like a flyer saying that you might get your March benefits earlier than expected. So, but everybody should have their stuff by March the 1st. So that keeps that on track for the SNAP beneficiaries. But that's about it, man. We're getting the wall. His new slogan, or the new slogan for 2019, is finish the wall. And like I said, we already got over 600 miles of it. Some built during Bush, some built under the Obama administration. I think some might have been built even before then. As a matter of fact, yes, some was built even before then, because in '86 there was a bill passed for us to create a wall. And they didn't build hardly any of it. So, getting the wall, the government stand open, SNAP recipients ought to be happy. And that's that. And before I run out of tape, hey, if you like this here kind of stuff, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button so that it can be spreaded around YouTube. And go ahead and subscribe, hit the bell button so you'll know when I upload stuff. After all, this is a variety channel. Street racing, video games, the TNT show, which we'll do more episodes of that. And that's unscripted too, man. Most likely we're going to have something going on Saturday because they're all coming back to the house. And so we'll probably catch some shenanigans and upload that. And also, I'm going to be talking about my experience as an Uber driver. So stay tuned for that. Peace out.